G'day everyone, welcome back to the fish room. Well, today's video is all about getting ready for another video. Funnily enough, I have my friend Kaity from Kaitys Cichlids coming down to visit on Saturday, and yeah, the room is a bit of a schmozzle, as we say here. So what I've got to do is get in and just clean the glass. It won't be to a presentation standard, unfortunately. By the time she gets here, I've only got the one day really. I'm actually busy all day tomorrow, so I can't do that, and I've also got one hand. So that's what today's video is about. It's about showing you all the stuff I've got to do, or what I can do in the time that I've got, getting ready for her visit, and I will show you some of the behind the scenes stuff that happens as we're filming here for her channel. So anyway, go and get comfy, because I am going to probably talk about some fish, and the sheriff's going off, and anyway, let's go and get into it. All right, so I think I'll bring you up to speed. I've got the boys here with me, and Zig's chasing the ball, of course. What I have done is I've done a water change on this 6-footer yesterday. In fact, looks pretty good. It's a bit of a spot there I missed. I can see the glass on the outside needs a clean. The salt water is doing super well. In fact, I'm just about to do an ammonia test for Sean, so we can work out whether we need to do a water change. Looks like I've got more fish in there than I have, but doing well. And I'm still going through the names that were sent through in the comments too. There's been some pretty cool ones in there, so I haven't yet named those guys. There is stuff everywhere that I have to clean up. They need a water change in here. These guys are being a bit skittish for some reason, which has been a bit... I guess they've been that way a bit of late. I'm going to do a water change there. I'm hoping to take all the weed off the top here and clean the glass, give them a water change. Nothing to do here. Maybe some top up with water, give these guys a water change, clean the glass, water change, clean the glass. It's on the system, clean the glass, and that should, I've got this side as well, of course. I've got to clean the glass in this one, this one, this one, and this one. So 4 tanks, obviously the 8-footer as well. And some top-ups in there. And maybe I'll get some glass cleaned. I'll certainly do some water changes because they're automated in these ones, all of them. So they'll all get a water change and everything in here. In fact, I should probably give that glass a clean, because that's quite a nice looking tank. One of my lights is out, unfortunately. So yeah, that's only just happened. First time I've noticed that, so that sucks. Maybe it's, I don't know if it's plugged in. I'll have to go and see if I can find that in this massive plants that I've got. There we go. No, it's plugged in. That sucks. It's not over here. No, okay. Well, the light's out there, so not great timing, but it is what it is. Everyone else is actually doing fine. Doesn't that look good in the sunlight? I'll probably go on about it a bit, but it's yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite tanks. And I definitely spend way too much time looking at that one. Okay, I think I might start with the hardest first, which is these ones. So yeah, I will bring you up to speed as soon as I've got some type of result. I just hit time lapse to get this going, and then I got up here and had a look at that, and I thought, oh man, that is so cool. I wanted to share that. So that's what the top looks like. I am going to decimate it, unfortunately, just to be able to get some lights through, but this has got my sparkling gouramis in here. This is a Cheerios light as well, which means it's an expensive one. Yeah, doesn't it grow plants well? You can see that's supposed to be some sort of a air filtration system there, and yeah, look, you can't see a whole heap under this glare and stuff, but yeah, not much light's getting through. So I'm going to yeah, I'm going to rip, so I can get it to focus, thank you. I'm going to rip into all of that. I'll leave something in there, of course, but I'm certainly going to open it up and then give it a water change and clean the glass as well. But that's a pretty good looking top of the tank, if you ask me. Okay, I thought I'd take a break from doing the cleaning, which is certainly getting there. I got this area done over here. RO water in the bucket there, cleaned up down there. Still a mess under there, but I'm not going to do much with that. Water changed that. This is how this one is sort of cleaned up overnight, which I've got to say I'm pretty happy with. It's I've been seeing the sparkling gummies way more than I have before, and my goal was to do a Sawasatang bridge over that log, and I think I have actually achieved that. So I'm pretty happy to see that again, and I like the way the thin leaf Java is coming out the top like that. The root system up there, it's pretty good. I think for sparkling gouramis, that's for sure. I do have some Borneo loaches in there too, in fact, although I've only seen one since I've cleaned the tank, so I might be down to one. So the next job is this terrible tank. It's just the stuff on top, as you can see. So I'm going to hook into that now, and that will probably see me mostly done. I've got to clean the glass on those tanks there as well. Okay, I'm going to get into it. Okay, so I was just talking to my little mate here who's worked out he likes smaller pieces. Now this is a bit of sourdough bread. I don't really give him much bread. He usually gets meat and stuff, but today all I've got, isn't it? Eh? We worked out he likes the smaller pieces, the kingies. Having their breakfast over there. And the sun, which is really nice. Yeah, you want some more? He waits me to feed him. He's got all this food here he could get at any time, but he just waits to be hand fed. My little buddy. You make a mess though, don't you? Do you want to try one more? I think you prefer the chicken, don't you? Yeah, you do. So, the trouble is with dropping that stuff down there, the cockies will come and get it. Thank you for coming to visit me this morning. Today's the day that Kaity is coming to visit us as well, so it's quite a... Sorry, what was that? Happy about Kaity's visit. Yeah, quite a nice day. We'll see if they make any clouds, I guess. Everyone here's doing pretty well though. Oh, my dad's bird feeder fell over yesterday afternoon when we were just standing outside with my neighbour and my dad, and I just heard a big bang and that was the end of it. It just fell over. I guess the cooker. So yeah, that's another job for today because we're down one bird feeder. So the routine in the morning, usually in the fish room, is Zig. I'll scold Zig for looking for Wally, the water dragon, because that's the first thing he does. But you'll see it's actually really warm here. It might even fog up. I've got the blue light on for the night light. These are all on timer, so they've come on. That's on for the brine shrimp, and I cover that for the cories of a night time, but that's all on. But everything else is still off. So I turn this switch on here for those lights. Oh, look, the thing's fogging up. Okay, hopefully that's a bit better. And these lights on here. And then I can put that on timer, and I probably will and should do. Oh, this one here, I switch over to day, and I sort of shine it a bit across this side. This one I flick on and off manually. I can put down onto the bowl that way or go this way as well. And then I just go through and check. I actually put a heater in here because I did a water change yesterday and it got down to 19 degrees, which was, a bit cold for them. So I unplugged it last night. The heater is running probably about 3 hours of a night. Looks okay with that stuff up there. I'm pretty happy with that greenery. This is how the tank looks this morning. A bit dirty still, but at least I can see in there. I will give it another clean up, but I don't know if I'll do that before Katie's visit. It should look like this one. But yeah, the filtration, for whatever reason, the air's not working in this one. So I'm going to run a new air line to one of the ones that's a direct, I guess, direct access point for it. So for the main line. This one here, I do turn these lights on manually as well. I could have a timer if I wanted to. So, how'd you go? Didn't find Wally. He knows he's not allowed to find Wally. And then this is how the tank looks if I, I had one beer in the fish room last night. So this is how the tank looks. I guess just when it's shut during the daytime, if it's super cold, or and again, I guess in summertime if it's super hot, or I don't want the sun on it, but it's certainly enough to keep the plants that I've got in there alive. And then, what are you looking for? What? Oh, I know what you want. You want the cardboard to rip up. Knucklehead. It's too early for one of these. But that's what Zig loves. Absolutely loves to help me by, tearing that apart. For some reason, he thinks it goes. Oh, it does probably go better into the recycling bin as well. And you can see here, this is in desperate need of a redo. As soon as I get that sorted, clean up all the stuff off the top of it, and you can see how much brighter those two are as well. So I think what I'll do is I've got to mop the floor and just give it a bit of a clean. I've got to obviously pick up all that stuff that the sheriff's going to do, and then you guys doing, you're okay, looking spectacular as usual. I'm so happy with these fish. So I'll usually check around here too. In fact, we might even see Wally. No, oh, there he is. That's why Zig couldn't find him. So he's still doing well. He's actually obviously looking for crickets, I think. I haven't bought him any crickets for a while, so but he's looking okay. He's not too skinny, and he chooses to stay in here, of course, because the door will be open and he doesn't go anywhere. And this light, unfortunately, is still out. I didn't get a chance to replace that, but it'll be what will be. I'll just clean the floor, and I think that's just as good as I can do it. All right, I'll come back to you when Kaity arrives.
2 hours later.
Okay, so Kaity has arrived, and I just said that I would go in and open up the room, which is this button here. I've already gone out and said hello, and actually mic'd her up so that she could get a genuine reaction of what she thinks of my room. There we go. Welcome back.
Hello.
What do you think? A bit different from last time?
There's so much to take in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely different from last time. Do you like the river tank?
Yeah, that's beautiful. I feel like I was just in like auto mode. I'm just like walk into the garage. This is still here, but all of this has changed.
Yeah, so all this has changed. This 6-footers here, all of those, they're all Pleco towers in there. I've got all my Plecos in that rack over there.
You definitely have more tanks now.
I do, yeah. You wouldn't think that was actually possible, but yep.
Like way more, because this was all, like there's nothing here.
No, that's right. And I had the gym in there.
Wow, this looks very similar to a tank that I used to have. Is this 6 feet?
It is. It's a 6-footer.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had. My first 6-footer with an Oscar in it was exactly like this, like with the hood that opens up and stuff.
Yeah, how cool. I was actually thinking putting an Oscar in there, getting those guys out of there, the Akaras, and actually...
That would have been so funny.
Either that or a flower horn. But yeah, I love Oscars. I think Oscars are a very cool fish.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
And see the way the light comes in through
that's gorgeous.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, wow. I've never seen something like this as well. Like the closest thing I've seen to this is like tanks with plants in them, having them run, but that's like really awesome concept. Yep, and I put silicon and rocks on the back wall and did all that, and then I've got the waterfall, same as coming out the top, into there, and then it's actually got a sump under here running away. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
and I actually put a heater in that tank because it's so close to the door. But other than that, yes, I'm very. That's probably my favourite tank at the minute.
And so you don't need heaters in your tanks otherwise?
No, I don't. I have a couple in a few of them. So one of the other new tanks you wouldn't have seen is that one there on the white stand. Yeah,
it's salt water.
It is salt water. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that was actually my last video I've just put out a few days ago. Was that setting up my first saltwater tank. So I've got a guy, Sean, who's become a mate through the hobby, and he's actually showing me how to set it up. And it's at the moment I'm just cycling it in. It's been about going on 3 weeks now. It's got a sump underneath as well, but I've got to get protein skimmers. But I'm building a rock shelf and stuff, and putting an anemone on there. And have a look under there.
Yeah, I can look.
Yeah, it's supposed to, but I don't think it's working. Just pull from underneath. Yeah. So I've got to get a protein skimmer in here.
Yeah.
And then once that's in there, that's pretty much it. And then I do have a light for it as well that he's given me. And it'll basically tick away, hopefully without too many problems.
Yes.
So 10% every 2 weeks of water change. So it's not too bad.
No.
And he's going to supply me with the salt water, which is good. But anyway, I'm stoked. They are the friendliest fish.
It doesn't even need a light. Like, it lights up really nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's especially when that door shut. Although of an afternoon, the sun does come across here, and I get a bit in here. It's a little bit like this, but I only get half an hour of that. But that light there lights it up pretty well. And it hasn't grown algae in 3 weeks, which is really good. And all these white things on here, and not because I didn't clean the glass, they're actually some sort of hydro something or other that actually means your tank is cycling correctly.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's going okay, and then I have got a light to go on top. Once you've got the anemones in there, you need the lights for them to grow. And then I've got just a few. I think everything else. I've got a few new shrimp bowls and bits and pieces over there, and but I didn't get a chance to do a whole setup for the tour, but it is. It's not looking too bad.
Oh, it looks awesome.
I've got those betas on that rack down there. Those three. Yeah.
Oh, you got heaps of Ricaras again too.
Yeah, so they're the babies that have all grown up.
Yeah, nice.
And I've got another batch of babies over here as well, about the same, less than half the size, and they're all still there. Remember them, the 200 sturbos?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they're all doing well.
That went nuts on your Instagram, didn't it, when you did that release?
Yes, because it looks so cool, so awesome watching them all swim into that.
How many views did you get?
Over 1 million, I think.
Yeah, I thought it was over 1 million. It was crazy.
Yeah, it did really well.
Yeah, well, they're all still going strong. All right, well, thank you for letting me film and being part, a little bit, pushy and making you part of my video.
No.
And now we're going to do a bit of filming for you, and I'll come back. I'll show the guys maybe a few other things, but all right. I'm reasonably happy for you to get your camera out and have a look.
Right, this is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I think I even said on the text, it's this time of day is perfect for the sun coming in, and you'll get some great B-roll.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Awesome. Okay, let's get into it.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've just actually taken a break in filming, and I have convinced Kaity to actually have one beer in my fish room with me, which is really cool. And we were just talking about saltwater and me getting into it, and then we talked about how you had saltwater before.
Yes.
And you actually had someone talk you into seahorses as opposed to discus, and you started out. You've actually had saltwater as well.
Yeah, that's right. So when I was about 16 or 17, my first saltwater tank was a seahorse tank. So I had a male and female, no corals or anything. It was just like a plastic plant, like a spirally plant, because they used to like to grab onto it with their tails. And it was just a little Aqua One. I don't know how many liters, pretty tiny, and just a canister filter.
And a canister filter. So what did you get, like live rock and bacteria put in there? Or
maybe some live rock. It's so hard to remember. I think it was just like coral substrate, yeah, live rock, but we spent a lot of money on it. Like, well, my parents did. It was so kind of them. I think it might have been my 17th birthday, maybe, or 16th, but yeah, so brand new canister filter, Aqua One. I think I've still got it actually, that canister filter.
Really?
Yeah, pretty small one. But I just remember they survived. They used to have to eat brine shrimp, and they lasted for about half a year, I think, and then they were gone.
Yeah, wow. I did think about some seahorse in there, but it basically no flow is the key to seahorse. So Sean tells me. And yeah, these guys would attack them and kill them, so there's no point.
Yeah, it would have been a tank about this size actually.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, like a round front. I think it was a resurfaced tank, as in I used to have like an axolotl
like one of the bow front
ones.
A
bow front Aqua One, yeah, and that was it was actually my brother's tank for African cichlids originally, and then I got given it. I think I had an axolotl named Clarence in there, and then we went for salt water.
That is a cool name for an axolotl, actually.
Thank you.
Clarence.
Yeah, she had like 1 million babies.
Actually, I put it onto my channel as well. I need to name these guys. Any thoughts on names?
Everyone will say Nemo.
Yeah. Yeah, well, actually, no, they didn't. You know why? Because I said don't say Nemo.
Oh, okay. You specifically said that.
So I don't know. I've actually had some really good suggestions, but there's not one that really stands out that I've gone, oh, bang, yeah, that's it. But I'm hoping I'm going to work that. I'm normally awesome at naming fish. Actually, I did get one. What was the I'm trying to think of what language it was, maybe Spanish, but one said, one call it one black and one orange in Spanish, in the Spanish version, which was pretty cool. That was high up there. But anyway, so we've got to continue filming, don't we? I guess one question that I don't have to answer. So you're actually doing really well up in your place, and you're continuing to post videos, just not as regularly, are you?
Yes, not as regularly at all. But everything is going well. It's really just that I guess I always kept fish tanks because I love nature and I love animals. Yeah. And it was my way of having a slice of that in my house when I didn't have a lot of space, like as a teenager in my bedroom, then in a townhouse. Yeah. But now I've expanded out and I have this property with goats.
I know, and donkeys. How cool. If you haven't checked Kaity's channel out, there it is up on the screen there. Now you've got to go and do it. I'm sure everyone has that's on my channel, but if not, go and subscribe because, look, I thoroughly enjoy watching that. I'm really keen to see what you do with your dams because they're stagnant ponds of water at the moment, and you want to plan to do stuff with them. But I can't wait to see what you do with that because I grew up on properties with dams exactly like that, exactly the same. Yeah, so I'm super keen to see what, I think you're talking about aeration and that sort of stuff as well. Yeah,
it's funny you mentioned that. Just yesterday, I spoke to Mark on the phone about it.
Oh, yep.
The problem we are having is getting an electrician for it.
Oh,
that has
really?
been a big problem, yeah. So I got like an outlandish quote from the first one. Second one, I would not hear back from them. Like, we hassled them like 3 times and I was like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
He thinks he might have someone, and then we've also tried to get a quote from someone else. So
have you thought about batteries and solar out there? Is it too far? Is it too hard?
It's just kind of shady, the area.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to put lights and stuff out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's why, we haven't forgotten about it, but Mark is also very busy with his business. Like, he's been in New Zealand, going to America for stuff too. So that's why, we just
all the more reason to subscribe and watch what you do with it. I have.
Yes,
a long time ago.
But we haven't forgotten about that. Like, that is absolutely still happening and still in progress. But yeah, just a bit of a pause, bit of a delay because of that electrician issue. So just so you know, it was about 10 grand that I was quoted.
Wow.
There was a bit of extras.
Is that just to dig the main to come out from your house all the way out there?
No, Mark is digging it. So Pondworks is digging everything. That wasn't for digging anything. That was literally just for some lights in the sheds. Something like, I don't know, the electricity like line out to the dams and stuff. But
he was doing all the digging.
Yeah, Mark is doing the digging, not the electrician. Yeah, wow. So that was 10 grand for,
All right, I might put you in touch with the electrician. I know who might be able to do that.
Okay, that would be great.
All right, so we're going to go and finish filming. It's actually turned a bit nasty.
Yeah, it's got a storm.
You would say it here. We have got a severe weather warning out, so we'll see how that goes. But we're and you'll see I've got a fair bit of mulch that my dad and I are moving at the moment. So we'll shut the door. We'll continue on. Luckily, we have a few refreshments if we happen to need them. And yeah, I'll give a wrap up at the end when we're done. Yeah, back to work. Exactly right. Okay, all right. I'll check in with you guys again shortly. Okay, well, we actually finished up, believe it or not. It's what time is it now? It's 20 to 7. It's been a while. We're actually going to go upstairs and have some dinner. Thank you very much for coming to film and to allow me to do the behind the scenes stuff. It's been awesome to
it's been a pleasure.
Have you as usual, and you know I'm stoked that you like the room. I think it's
always something different every time I come.
It's really hard now to work out what I'm going to do before your next visit.
yeah, you have to change something every time.
So look, if you haven't subscribed, I'm sure you have. Go to Kaity's channel, check that out. Or to mine, please. That would be awesome. It really, really helps me out. There's no doubt about it. And this has been a really fun video to make, I've got to say.
Yeah, it's been very fun.
Thank you so much for coming down again. Thank you to everybody, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers. Thanks. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Bye.
So what I've got to do is really just get into I guess the anyway, let's visit, and I'll show you some of the behind the scenes stuff when she